You may have done some therapy, read the books, you understand your anxiety better than most people, and yet it's still there, still running the show. Why is that? Hey, I'm Kristen Jacobson. I'm a licensed psychotherapist, and I work with high-functioning, self-aware people who are exhausted from overthinking, perfectionism, and anxiety that won't let up, even though they logically get it. And today I want to talk about something I see constantly in my work and my community. Insight isn't the same as healing. Because here's the truth. Understanding why you feel anxious can only take you so far when it comes to feeling any different. And it's not because you're doing something wrong. So let's talk about what's actually going on beneath the surface. There's a phrase coined by Dr. Dan Siegel, and that's name it to tame it. So this gives language to what we're feeling. It connects the dots. And in turn, it doesn't feel so overwhelming. This can help tremendously in the moment. But most of the larger patterns people are trying to shift, anxiety, overthinking, people-pleasing, perfectionism, those can't just be named. They need to be rewired. They started in your nervous system, in your relationships, and how you learn to adapt. You can name the pattern now, but naming it doesn't reach the part of you that still thinks it's protecting you. And that's where so many people continue to get stuck. So let's go into the science for a second. From birth to around age 7, we're like little sponges. We absorb messages about competence, responsibility, worth, etc. through observation and experience. Our brains are recording everything. It's learning not just facts, but how the world works, who you are, and what you need to do to belong or feel safe. And all of that learning is emotional, not logical. If your big feelings got ignored, your system might have learned my needs don't matter. If love was somewhat inconsistent, it might have learned connection doesn't feel safe. If you got praise for being the calm one, maybe you learned being emotional is risky. And those beliefs don't disappear just because your adult brain knows better. So now you're an adult. You know your story, you've probably connected some dots, you can talk about your triggers, but under stress, your body still reacts like you're 6 years old, walking on eggshells, trying to keep the peace. That's why your anxiety doesn't always respond to logic, because it didn't come from logic in the first place. It came from experience. And your survival brain, especially areas like the amygdala, isn't listening for rational. It's scanning for safe. And this is why overthinking, perfectionism, emotional numbing, they're not personality traits. They're adaptations. They protected you until they started sabotaging you. So when someone says, I know my perfectionism is taking a toll on my life, what I actually hear is part of me is scared of failing because that's a reflection of my worth or competence. Overthinking, that's your system trying to plan its way out of danger. People-pleasing, it's trying to keep you connected. Procrastination, it's emotional protection from confusion, fear of failure, overthinking. You're not weak, you're wired, and your wiring makes sense, which means we don't need to fight it. We actually just need to update it. So what does create real change? Well, the short answer is safety, not in theory, in experience. Change happens when your system gets new, consistent evidence that you're allowed to do things differently, that you're not in emotional danger anymore, that feeling something won't cost you everything. That's what lets the old strategies relax. That's what actually rewires the pattern, not because you're forcing it, but because you gave it something new to trust before letting the other stuff go. And this is exactly the work we do inside Anxious to Anchored, my group coaching program for insightful, high-functioning people who are done trying to think their way out of overwhelm. We work with the part of you that's still holding it all together, the part that still believes it has to overfunction to stay safe and connected. And we teach your system how to let go, not by pushing harder, but by giving it a felt sense of safety to do so. So if that's the work you know you need next, then you can learn more or apply below. And whether you join us or not, I want to leave you with this. If nothing's changing, it doesn't mean you're failing. It probably just means your system still thinks it needs to protect you. And the good news is that can change too with the right kind of support. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.